students. In my last video, we discussed about the effects of global warming. Today, in the third lecture of Chapter 7, Standard 8, SS, we are going to learn about measures to prevent from global warming. Okay, which steps can be taken in order to stop to prevent from global warming. Okay, so today we are going to learn about which kind of steps we can take in order to stop the global warming. Okay, so standard 8 SS chapter 7, and today is the third lecture of this chapter. Okay, third lecture of this chapter. Last time we learned about effects of global warming. Okay, now which kind of steps can be taken in order to stop global warming? Okay, we know because of the global warming we got many problems. Okay, extinct in birds means a vulture and the sparrow, they decrease. Okay, if we are, I also explained, because of the increase in a sea water level, many islands may sink. Okay, and we have last 10 years it increased many disease like cholera, malaria, swine flu. Okay, so many things I explained, but we have to take some steps. We have to take some steps in order to stop this global warming. My dear student, one thing I will tell you, that in the year 1972, in the year 1972, country named Sweden, a country named Sweden. In that country, one city is there, Stockholm. Okay, in 1972, in the city Stockholm, it is situated in Sweden there, and Copenhagen, that is situated in Denmark in 2009. Okay, many countries they gathered and they have decided certain things in order to stop. Okay, my dear student, it is said in Copenhagen, more than 45 countries they took part, and 59 research papers was presented in order to stop certain things. Okay, because nowadays the certain countries are there, they are developing. Certain countries are there, they are developing, they are not aware, they are not taking good steps against the global warming. That's why certain things are done. Okay, here I am going to discuss about certain things, what we can do, here. First thing is, reduce the use of sources which release CO2. CO2 means carbon dioxide. We have to stop. Okay, we have to stop certain things. We have to stop certain vehicles which reduces gives, okay, which gives the releases CO2. Certain vehicles are there, like we are using petrol, diesel. Okay, no problem, we are using petrol, diesel. Okay, that also gives smoke, but instead of that we can use CNG. We can use CNG, that is a pollution free fuel, na? Instead of petrol and diesel we can use CNG. So number one, reduce the use of sources which release CO2. My dear students, we know certain home appliances are there. Okay, like AC and some other. My dear student, we have to use less. We have to use less things like household appliances. That I'm going to discuss. Number one is reduce the use of sources which release CO2. We have to use less. Okay, which kind of sources which releases CO2, carbon dioxide. Second, plantation of trees. We have to plant more and more trees. We have to plant more and more trees. If we plant more trees, we will get more oxygen. Okay, we will get more oxygen. My dear student, that's why I have written here. You will find here. Okay, a man breathes 22,000 times in a day. એક માણસ દિવસમાં કેટલી વખત શ્વાસ લે છે? 22,000 વખત. Okay, a man he breathes 22,000 times in a day. એક દિવસમાં 22,000 વખત શ્વાસ લે છે. My dear student, when we breathe in, we take oxygen, and when we breathe out, we are just sending out carbon dioxide. And my dear student, the trees, okay, the trees, they change carbon dioxide into oxygen. We are getting good oxygen because of the trees. It is said that in order to live healthy life on earth, in order to live healthy life on earth, one person needs pure and clean air of 40 trees. એવું કહેવામાં આવે છે કે જો કોઈ વ્યક્તિને સારા સ્વાસ્થ્ય માટે ઓછામાં ઓછા 40 ઝાડની ચોખ્ખી હવા જોઈએ. A man needs pure air of 40 trees, 40, okay, 40 ઝાડની ચોખ્ખી હવા ફક્ત એક માણસ માટે હોવી જોઈએ. But instead of that, we 40 people live on one tree, okay. We 40 people, we are depending on one tree in order to get pure air. That is totally vast, okay, vast thing, okay. Got it? So plantation of trees and prevention of trees should be taken care of. We have to plant more and more trees. And suppose if you see any tree, any plant is there, we have to nourish, okay. We have to make good steps in order to grow. Instead of that, what we are doing when we are talking with someone, okay, we are just removing the plant, okay, from the soil, and we are throwing. My dear student, it is bad thing, okay. While playing in a ground, okay, what we do, we just pluck some leaves, okay, flowers, certain things we are plucking. That is bad habit, my dear student. We have to take care of our environment, okay. That is why it is written, plantation of trees and prevention of trees should be taken care of. We have to take care of our trees, okay. That is why it is said, save tree, the trees will save you. ઝાડને બચાવો તો ઝાડ તમને બચાવશે. Got it? So plantation of trees, and my dear student, every year we are planting, okay. Certain programs are done by government, okay, plantation. And on 5th June, that is considered as a environment day. 5th June is considered as a environment day. On that day we have to plant. I would suggest you, okay, that every year, I am not saying so many, every year just plant only one tree, okay. Tree, I am not saying a small sapling, okay, one tree, okay. My dear student, here I would like to say, if you plant one tree every year, within 50 or 60 years, now take the example, how many trees you can be grown, okay. And suppose everybody they do like that, we will find plenty of trees, and we will get pure and clean air, okay. So plantation of trees, prevention of trees should be taken care of. Next thing is, avoid the use of plastics. Every time we are using plastic, okay. Nowadays when we go to the market, we are not carrying our bag. Instead of that, we are asking the person, okay, one who sells the vegetable vendor or whatever shop you go, you ask for the plastic bag, okay. My dear student, that is not good, okay. Sometimes we are taking some edible things in a plastic bag, that is also not good, okay. So we have to use less plastic, okay. That's why it is written, avoid the use of plastic. પ્લાસ્ટિકનો બહુ ઉપયોગ કરવાનો નથી. Optimum use of manure and pesticides. We have to use less chemical fertilizer. Okay. Optimum means less, okay. And adopt organic farming, like a cow dung, like that, okay. We have to use organic manure, okay, like a cow dung and other things. Optimum use of household appliances like AC, fan, fridge, okay. We can use, but less, okay. We should not use in a large quantity, okay. So optimum use, we are not denying. જો એના વગર ચાલતું હોય તો ચલાવી લેવાનું, okay. Optimum use of household appliances, okay. Next thing, Proper use of means of transportation. Okay, nowadays what happened, suppose any work is there, suppose if I have to go 50 meter or 100 meter far in order to buy something, what I will do, I will use vehicle. No, my dear student, instead of using vehicle, I can use cycle or I can go on foot. If any work can be done on foot, do that instead of using the vehicles. Okay, so we have to use less natural resources. Okay, we have to use less natural resources. Okay, so if any work can be done without using any transportation, can be done. Nowadays we have to use cycle, we have to use cycle more, but instead of that using cycle, we are using scooter or other vehicles. Okay, two wheeler, three wheeler or four wheeler. Here that's why it's proper use of means of transportation. Increase the use of CNG instead of using petrol and diesel. Better to use CNG because CNG is a pollution free fuel. Pollution free fuel. Okay. Next one. Save rainwater. Save rainwater. Use water calculatively. My dear student, in olden times, what they were doing, they were storing rainwater. Okay, you will find on terrace water in the rainy season when rain falls. Okay, so they collect. Okay, underground they have big tank. Especially where I visited in Khambhat. In Khambhat, some areas are there. Okay, there you will find a big tank is there. Okay, underground tank, and they are storing water. They are storing rainwater, and that water they are using throughout the year. Okay, so we have to save rainwater and use water calculatively. Okay, nowadays when we go any places, we'll see many taps are open. Okay, and water just running. Okay, that is bad habit, man. If you see like that, please close the tap. Okay, don't waste water. So save rainwater and use water calculatively. Okay, next one is optimum use of natural resources. We have to use natural resources but less. Okay, and when it is needed, unnecessarily we should not use. Okay, we can use solar energy, like that we can use. Okay, nowadays government is giving subsidy for some other plant, some other work. Okay, if you want to start a solar energy, solar solar heater, na, or some appliances we can run with the heat of the sun. Okay, so that can be used. Okay, so optimum use of natural resources. Next one is here most important, stop population increase. Nowadays the population is increasing very fast. Okay, because of the population. And my dear student, if population is increased, automatically it affect the environment. जो population વધે ને વસ્તી વધારો તો આપોઆપ, okay, we are disturbed from this thing. Okay, everything you will find. Okay, here now optimum use of natural resources and stop population increase. Okay, next one, use the petroleum product properly. We have to use nowadays we are using diesel and petrol. Before that, some years back, the people instead of petrol and diesel, they were using kerosene, some other things. And my dear student, this kerosene and some other things, because of that, okay, you will find plenty of smoke, and that is not good for health. Got it? So we have to use petroleum product properly. And I said, na, how many times we are breathing in a day? More than 22,000 times in a day we are breathing. Okay, and my dear student, if we breathe in the dirt, smoke, okay, what will happen? We will get some certain kind of disease, lung disease. Okay, got it? And my dear student, that's why in UNO, in a United Nations organization, what they have decided, they have said that we have to take some hard step against the environment. We have to save environment, and that is why 5th June is considered as a environment day. 5th June. Okay, and second thing, 16th September is considered as a ozone day. Okay, which day? 16 September is considered is celebrated as a ozone day. And when it was decided in the meeting of UNO on 23rd January 1955. What they have decided, that every year 16 September will celebrate as a ozone day. Ozone day. My dear student, nowadays you are using paper, na? Paper. My dear student, we are wasting plenty of things in order to make paper. Now here I have written here, in order to make 1 ton paper, in order to make 1 ton paper, what is needed? We need the wood of 11 trees. We need wood of 11 trees, 30,000 liters water, and 4,400 kilowatt electricity in order to make 1 ton paper. Okay, so my dear student, it's very costly, we can say. That's why we can use, instead of, we can use less paper. Okay, but nowadays what happened, when we write in a notebook, if certain things are done, just we tear the page and we throw, we write again, so we are wasting paper. Okay, so paper is also wasting paper is also not good. So today we have learned about the prevention from global warming. Once again I repeat here, reduce the use of sources which release CO2. ઓકે, કાર્બન ડાયોક્સાઇડ જે કાઢતું હોય એવા વસ્તુઓ ઓછી વાપરવાની. reduce the use of sources which release CO2. Second number, plantation of trees and prevention of trees should be taken care. We have to plant more and more tree. Okay, and we have to take care of trees also. Okay, why? Because they give us clean and pure air. Just I said na, 40 trees 1 person. Okay, avoid the use of plastic. We have to use less plastic. Next one is optimum use of manure and pesticides. Adopt organic farming. We have to use cow dung, like that, na? That kind of a manure we can use. Okay, instead of the pesticides. Okay, chemical pesticides. Okay, next one is optimum use of household appliances like AC, fridge, fan. Okay, we have to use less. If it is not no need, don't use. Okay, third thing, proper use of means of transportation. Okay, when it is needed, that only. Suppose cycle is needed, you can use cycle only. That is no need to use other vehicles. Okay, because some vehicles, they are just throwing CO2, carbon dioxide, and that is not good for health. Okay, next one is save rainwater and use water calculatively. We have to protect environment, we have to save rainwater, and whatever water is saved, we have to use calculatively. Okay, unnecessarily we should not use unnecessarily. Okay, next one is optimum use of natural resources. Next, stop population increase. That is most important. Nowadays we know the population is increasing very fast. Okay, next one, use petroleum products properly. Okay, when it is needed, like instead of petrol and diesel, you can use CNG. Okay, that is pollution free. Okay, one again. Okay, UNO, they have decided on 23rd January that 16 September will be celebrated as a ozone day. Okay, I also said about, in order to make 1 ton paper, how much things are needed. Okay, that also I have explained. Okay, and my dear student, in certain meetings were held. The meeting was held in 1972 at Sweden, in Stockholm, and in Denmark country. Okay, at Copenhagen in 2009 meetings were held. Okay, and they also discussed about carbon cut. That is called carbon cut, means some developing countries, they are not aware about these things, so we have to guide them. Okay, got it? So today we have learned this much. Next time we will learn more. Thank you.